come clean out my coworker's closet with me over spring break. Wasn't really sure what to expect here, but I'm ready for it.
Okay, let's go.
The very first thing I always like to do is take everything out. This not only lets me see what I'm working with, but it also kind of gives me an idea of what my coworker uses the most. And it's also kind of a motivator for me because if I take everything out of this closet, then I can't give up and I have to finish the whole organization of it. So kind of a strategy and motivator in one. Then I wiped down the entire closet, stressed a little bit over everything that I had out, made a list of categories, things I needed, headed to Target to get some bins, then made some labels for the things that I would need. But while I was making my labels, I heard footsteps and could not believe that my coworker came back to school over break just to water her plants. She was so bummed to ruin the surprise, but thankfully I didn't actually really get started with the organizing yet. I sent her on her way and then I got started. Now, thankfully my coworker teaches 3rd grade with me, so I know exactly what she uses, what she teaches, what's an old curriculum. But a hard part is not getting rid of anything because you never really know what's sentimental. So I always just like to make a little pile for the person to go through, and 99.9% of times they just say to throw everything away. But that's not really up to me, so I do put everything to the side and organize the best I can with what I believe he or she uses the most. In classrooms like this where the teacher has taught the same thing for so many years, oh by the way, I love the Rugrats stickers, but the same thing in the same classroom, it's way more likely for them to have more stuff just because we're never really forced to go through and organize it. So believe me, zero judgment on my end. One thing that does make this easier is I have a huge label resource in my Teachers Pay Teacher store with over 300 labels in 3 different sizes. I even have a label for all of your labels. Anyways, my coworker here is an amazing supporter of Relay for Life for our school, and she collects a lot of forms and money constantly. So I was really happy to help her today since she does so much for our school. And this bin right here I call smile items. It's just pretty much a bin where you can put things that make you happy, you don't really want to get rid of. As a teacher, we get so many nice things from students, so this is always a nice thing to have because you know you're going to get some nice things from some awesome kids. The best part is always putting everything back in the closet. Just trying my best to make sure that everything is accessible and that it really makes sense. Since I'm not really sure if she's a binder type of person, I got this little hanging file folder item just to help with some master copies. Threw that in there, and then I figured I'd give you a nice little reminder of what we were working with beforehand. So here's the before once again, and then of course the after. I was really glad that I found a home for everything, a nice label, and then I even had some extra space in the bottom corner there in case there's something that she'd like to include. All labels are in my TPT store, and thanks for watching.